How's it going, guys? Edgar here with Yu-Gi Knights of the Round, and today I'm bringing you a somewhat budget deck of the Phantom Knights. What I'm talking about somewhat is that if you were able to purchase the Legendary Hero decks, it comes with a Phantom Knight structure deck in there. So if you were able to pick up 3 of these, you would get 3 Phantom Knight decks. Or if you want, you can go to eBay or TCG. They do sell them separately, like out of the box. They sell them separately. They're still in their packing for like $11 to $12. So it's up to you if you want to get 3 of those, or maybe get 1 of these and 2 of those. But I decided to make a structure deck only using the cards that are from that specific structure deck. So of course, you know, this can be a budget deck in a way. So let's go, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so starting off, we're going to run 3 Phantom Knights of the Ancient Cloak. It's a pretty much a staple card for any Phantom Knight. In case you don't know, let me read it. If this card is in attack position, you can target 1 dark monster on the field. Changes the card to defense position. If you do, the monster gains 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Phantom Knight's card from your deck to your hand, except the Phantom Knight of Ancient Cloak. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight Ancient Cloak once per turn. So a lot of these Phantom Knights, they want to go to their graveyard. They have a lot of cool banishing effects that help you dig through your deck to get the cards that you want. Next, you're going to run 3 Phantom Knights of the Silent Boots. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and read this one. If you control a Phantom Knight monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Phantom Knights of Silent Boots once per turn this way. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Phantom Knight spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight Silent Boots once per turn. So that's very powerful. So if you have Phantom Knight, special summon him. A lot of your Phantom Knights are level 3, so you can go into a rank 3 play. And what's also really cool is that a lot of the Phantom Knights, in case you don't know this, a lot of the Phantom Knights trap cards become monsters. So this helping you search for those ones gives you more monster fodder to go into your XC plays. Next, you're going to play triple the Phantom Knight of Ragged Gloves. I'm going to read his effect. A dark Exene monster that was summoned using this card on the field as an Exene material gains this effect. If an Exene summoned monster, it gains 1,000 attack. You can banish this card from your graveyard, send 1 Phantom Knight card from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight's regular once per turn. That's cool. So, preferably, when you can do an Exene play, you want to use the gloves, gives that monster another 1,000 attack. We're going to play 1 Phantom Knight of the Fragile Armor. If a face-up Phantom Knight monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and if you do, send 1 Phantom Knight's card from your hand to the grave. Draw 1 card. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight's Fragile Armor once per turn. So it lets you kind of like mulligan. That's where I only run the 1. And then we're going to run the 1 Phantom Knight of Cloven Helm. If a Phantom Knight's card is sent to the graveyard, this card gains 500 attack. So that's permanent. So any card that you send to the graveyard that's Phantom Knight, this guy gains 500. You can banish this card from your graveyard during the end phase of this turn. Add 1 Phantom Knight's card from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight Cloven once per turn. So he gains 500 of any Phantom Knight you send to the graveyard, but I believe he doesn't lose any. So if you take them out of the graveyard, I don't think he loses the attack. I think that attack is permanent because it doesn't say otherwise. Then you're going to 2 Kashimusha Knights, pretty much summon a monster. You can special summon him from your hand. Or not any monster, I guess, when you summon a level 3 monster. When you normal summon. Triple Armageddon Knight. You send 1 dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. Like I said, a lot of these Phantom Knights, they want to be in your graveyard so they can get banished to trigger off their second effects. 2 Blue Mountain Butter Spy. Cannot be normal summon a set. When you normal summon a warrior monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It cannot be used as synchro material. That's perfectly fine. We're Xing and using them for link fodder, so it's perfectly fine. We don't need that. The 1 Effect Veiler, because this was the only deck from the Legendary Hero decks that had hand traps, so of course the Effect Veiler. The 1 Cockle-Doodle-Doo. You're not going to use it for the synchro because there's no synchros, but when there's no monsters, you can special summon them as a level 3. If there is monsters, you special summon them as a level 4, so you either go to a rank 4 play or a rank 3 play. Rescue Ferret, I think this card's really powerful in this deck. I don't know about running more than 1, or I mean running more than 1. I think 1's fine. because you're not really going to go into this combo play all the time. But the effect is you can shuffle this card you control into the deck, special summon monsters from your deck except Rescue Ferret, whose levels equal 6 to your zones. A link monster points to, but those summon monsters have their effects negated. Also destroy them during the end phase. You can only use the effect to Rescue Ferret once per turn. So that's fine. He's on your field, shuffle him back. Summon 2 level 3s, which a lot of the Phantom Knights are level 3s. You just gotta have a Phantom Knight link monster, your link monster out there to fight the zone. That's why I only run the one. Okay, moving on to spells. We're gonna run double Twin Twisters. Again, your Phantom Knights, they don't care if they get discarded. They want to be discarded. They want to be in your graveyard. So Twin Twisters is cool. Also, it's ultra rare, so that's kind of cool. 2 Phantom Knights rank up magic. Pretty long effect. Let's see. During the main phase, target 1 Dark XZ monster you control with no materials. Special summon your extra deck 1 Dark XZ monster that is a rank 1. That is I'm sorry, guys. So, alright, let's go ahead. During the main phase, target 1 Dark XZ monster you control with no materials. Special summon from your extra deck 1 Dark XZ monster that is 1 rank higher than that monster you control by using it as a material. And if you do, attach this card to an additional material. This is treated as an XZ summons, transfer its materials to the summoned monster. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Dark XZ monster you control and attach the Phantom Knights. Target 1, and then, what? Dark XZ monster you control, attach the Phantom Knights monster from your hand. Okay. Alright, next you're going to run 2 Phantom Knights rank up magic launch. This, pretty powerful card, so pretty much if you have a XZ monster that has no materials, you can rank them up, and then you can use this card as an additional material, and then this card's in your graveyard, you can banish it, and then add another Phantom Knight to become another material. So that's pretty cool. Dark Hole, problematic playboard, you know, get rid of them. Reinforcements, all your monsters are warriors. Foolish Burial, again, they want to be in your graveyard. Monster Reborn, if you need more XE fodder, Reborn one. And then here we go to the traps. So right off, I'm going to show you the new one that comes in the legendary decks. And this is the Phantom Knights of Mist Claws. This one is a little bit more complicated than the other ones. Target 1 of your banished Phantom Knights monsters, add it to your hand. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack while this card's in your graveyard, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Phantom Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster, and if you do, special summon this card as a normal monster with the same original level as that monster, or Dark Attack 0/0. This card is not treated as a trap. If it's summoned this way, banish this card when it leaves the field. So, pretty powerful. In my opinion, the only thing that sucks is that it's a little slow. I hate that you have to activate it during your opponent's turn when you get direct attack to trigger its recycle effect, but that's why I only run 2. Next is triple Phantom Knights of the Fog Blade. This is the only trap card we run 3 of because it's the best one in my opinion. Activate this card by targeting 1 effect monster on the field, negate that face-up monster's effect. Then that face-up monster cannot attack. Also, monsters cannot target that face-up monster for attacks. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Phantom Knights monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knights Fog Blade once per turn. So, and then we'll run 2 Phantom Knights Wings. Target 1 face-up monster on the field, it gains 500 attack. Also, the first time that target would be destroyed by battle or card effect. This turn, it is not destroyed. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Phantom Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight's Wing once per turn. 2, and then we're going to run 2 Phantom Knights of the Shade Brigadine. Special summon this card in defense position as a normal monster, level 4, 300 attack. This card is not treated as a trap. If you have no traps in your graveyard, you can activate this card. The turn it was set, you can only activate 1 Phantom Knights, the Shade Brigade, once per turn, so just more fodder. Phantom Knight's Sword, we run 1 of them. It says activate this card by targeting 1 face-up monster on the field. It gains 800 attack. Also, the target would be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can destroy this card instead. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Phantom Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight's Sword once per turn. So that's only one of them. And then Phantom Knights of the Wrong Magnetism? I'm sorry. I need to learn to read. When opponent's monster declares an attack, negate that attack and the special summon card in the attack position as an effect monster with the following effect. quick effect, you can send this card and one face-up card you control to the graveyard, either the Phantom Knights of monster or Phantom Knights, continue to spell trap card, and draw 2 cards. So it's just a little bit of a draw engine. Alright, moving on to the extra deck. This is why we run Rescue Ferret, is because we run 2 of the new Phantom Knight Link monster. Phantom Knight with Rusty Barachi. He needs 2 dark monsters. He's a Link 3. During your main phase, you can send 1 Phantom Knight monster from your deck to the graveyard, then send 1 Phantom Knight spell and trap card directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. If a dark Exeggutor material special summon to the zone this card points to while this monster is on the field, you can target 1 card in the field, destroy it. You can only use the effect of Phantom Knight's Rusty Barachi once per turn. It cannot be used as a link material. So that's the only drawback, that you can't use it for the link material, but it has a very powerful effect. So I can understand that. And he has 2 arrows pointing down, so again, that's why your Rescue Ferret can come and play. Summon him, Rescue Ferret, bring out your 2, and then you can link. Then, obviously, your best link is gonna be your Phantom Knights of Breaksword. 2 level 3 monsters, once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 card you control and 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them. If this Xyz summon card is destroyed, you can target 2 Phantom Knight monsters with the same level in your graveyard, special summon, and increase their level by 1. Also, you can have special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except the dark monsters. So Breaksword's a very powerful card, especially if you do the gloves. He makes him a 3000 attack monster. Really cool. The one number 86 heroic champion, you got a lot of level 4s, and if you do Breaksword's combo, you bring out the 2 level 3s, make them level 4s, so you can go ahead and make heroic champion. And depending on how many link 4s you can get, I think max is 5, you get all these awesome effects. Leothar the Sea Dragon, he helps you bring back your banished ones because you banish a lot. And then Triple Dante, it's weird seeing him in a common. 2 level 3 monsters, once per turn you detach one material from this card, choose a number from 1 to 3, and then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Until the end of this turn, this card gains 500 attack for each card sent to the graveyard this way. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 burn this card in your graveyard except this card in its hand. Well, we don't really use that combo, we use it for the milling. That's what we need. Some of your rank 4s, Evil Swarm Nightmare, Evil Swarm Thanatos, and then those are your 2 Evil Swarm rank 4s. Nightmare, when your opponent special summons a monster except during the damage step, you can detach one material from this card, change the special summon monster to face down defense position. That really hurts a lot of people's feelings. And then Evil Swarm Thanatos. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, and target 1 face-up card is unaffected by other monster effects this turn. So it can protect your monsters. 2 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, really cool until you take your opponents, and then he's also one of your rank up magic targets for bringing out Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking by. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys later.